Hey, what's up? Welcome, White Filth channel. This is the tape delay, of course. Yeah, much anticipated, I guess, because a lot of people have been asking. About these videos. Yeah, it's been put back a little bit, but everything is in, so let's do it. On the tape deck, Burning Black Infinity with Solar Murder on Dead Manifestations came out through Black Gangrene Productions some time ago. Let's delve in. If you want to hear more about this tape, just go one back or two back. As per usual with the tape delays lately, there is some Garde Noir in these logo patch. Got this from the main man himself. They have two releases now on Le Fleur du Mal, a compilation tape and I don't know what the other, I forgot the other project. These are two self-release tapes. They have one on the way. Really nicely done. Beautiful artwork, beautiful cases. One is, and I have to see, Murmurio with Demo 1 and then Concordia Diaboli. Let's start with Concordia Diaboli. And thank you for the generous free shipping offer. A dark, smoky, brown, I don't know how to call it, case. Beautifully done with the logos. I mean, that looks sick. The artwork. It is a duo project. Yeah, organ 70s. It is dungeon synth-ish, but not. I wouldn't call it dungeon synth because it's really, and the emphasis is on the organ sounds. It gives it more that, yeah, that 70s giallo sound, giallo soundtrack sound than actual synth music. It takes a while to get going, but once it gets going, it's a really good tape. Once again, Garde Noir, so the B-side is more my forte. This is limited to 70. I don't know how much it was limited to, but yeah. There are some great samples going on here, great sounds, vocals. The side B is a bit more immediate, a bit more faster in pace, or it gets going a bit more. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. There are some cool samples of thunder on the B-side. It is a well-rounded tape, and you can see the strides or the progression this troupe has been making. This one, the Murmurio with Demo 1, is a solo project by the main guy. If there is a main guy, they are a trio, or there are three persons in this group. Yeah, once again that organ sound, drums come in, there's some crawling, doom, slow, yeah, tempo going on. The B-side, once again, I don't know how they do it or why they do it, but the B-side has that more, has more industrial feel to it, a kind of a marching beat with howls all over it. The sound really improved on this one compared to the other demos, so Garde Noir, very good. Then, if you saw the previous video with the Mayhem mess up with Hammerheart, this is the package that was sent instead, or that I took instead, the Leviathan tape collection, which comes in this handy knapsack. Kind of a weird choice, but official release, since they did the CDs too, so I imagine this is an official release by Hammerheart Records. The bag is a good quality, nice logo, printed in blood red once again. So it contains a slew of releases. It has, excuse me, Leviathan Silhouette in Splinters, How Mockery of the Cross, Tentacles of Horror, Massive Conspiracy Against All Life, and the 10th level of sub-level of Suicide. So yeah, a nice bulky package. I'm not going to show them all because we all know what this is or what they look like. But it's cool to finally have some of these because, as you know, I've been looking for some Leviathan, but I don't want to pay prices of the original. The artwork is reworked and really done. Yeah, it's done great to, or it's done good to look great on tape or the tape format. So yeah, really nicely done, pro printed, everything on it. Then, that was the first bundle. Second bundle is this. Let's see, here it It comes with this bunch of insert. Convictus is the label, a side label for, I think, trapdoor tapes. Here you go. It has a bunch of these miniature copies, posters. Another Convictus whipping or lashing, whatever you want to call it. This is for Pleurisy, one of the tapes I ordered. And this is the black metal side label to the noise tape label that is trapdoor tapes, which I don't know too many artists, maybe Luke Holland, but yeah. Two last ones, Gruffed with Torture of Rats. And this is the tape bundle, or however you want to call it. So yeah, 5 tapes, the first 5 from the label. I jumped on it because it had some things I was looking for, or I was looking into, but let's start just from 1 to 5. The first one is Pleurisy with Ceremonies of Barbaric Lust. Yes, what to say. The tapes are actually really nicely done. It's all copied and hand printed and hand cut, but all in all it is very cool looking. It is copied in this yeah, it goes off if you rub on it, so it's very, not cheaply, but old style copied. Pleurisy, it is on the brink of noise and black metal. One part is noise, one measure is noise, one measure is blast beats and everything going through it. This is the back. Yeah, a lot of feedback all over the place. There's more feedback and then a synth outro, so it's crazy. It is a crazy tape. This is maybe the most crazy of the entire update. Now look at that track list. So yeah, it's just blasts through this one. But yeah, it's hard to say if it's more noise or if it's more black metal, but I think this first release is like the crossover between Trapdoor and between Convictus. The second one is a more of a punk tape, and it's called Jesus Hitler. Great band name. It's hard to open because it's a different case. It's more of a, like so, a VHS type case. Never Stop the Madness, Convictus tapes. Convictus is a Australian tape label that has some good releases going. Here we go. One side is a studio recordings, more or less. The other side is a live recording, and it's, yeah, mostly punk. It's crazy, it's distorted, it's chaotic, but with a name like Jesus Hitler, what did you expect? Yeah, cool tape. Out of all of the tapes, this is the one I had less connection to, maybe, but all in all, still cool in that lineup. Then, one that I was very curious about. This is a tape that was recorded in the 90s. This is Tormentor with Hands of the Doom Machine. Australian black metal, I think from Perth, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Perth. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of a rehearsal sound. It is from 92, so it's of the period, as they say. It has some new wave of British heavy metal parts. It has some Celtic Frost riffs. It has some Dark Throne-ish sounds. So yeah, it has a bit of everything. There's also some Black Sabbath, which explains the title and the Hands of Doom title. Recorded November-December 92 on a 2-track archive tape in Perth, yeah, during 3 rehearsals. So it's kind of an old demo or an old rehearsal they dug up out of some Australian archive. But yeah, actually good sound. It has some backwards masking going on for it, I think in the outro, but it's been a while since I listened to this one. So yeah, cool tape. Then Gruffed. This is the tape that originally drew me to the label, or to the releases. Torment of Rats, Torture of Rats. This was communicated that this would get a release on Garde Noir, which, as kind of a fanboy, my ears perked up. Yeah, it's not a bad tape. It is a bit lacking in the low end. It has great vocals. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just the most normal black metal tape in the bunch. When it gets mid-pace, it gets a bit better in tempo, I think. The heaviness comes through, a bit more low end comes through. I love how small that X is. But yeah, still a great tape. 1, 2, 3 tracks on here, but when I listened to it, it was more, it looked more, or it sounded like more tracks. Yeah, that's about it. This one is one I need to give a bit more listens to, I think, because there's something there, but I just don't hear it yet. What I did hear, and what was instantly, was a trial demo, one of the Korpsand projects from Copenhagen, Denmark, recorded at Mayhem, of course. And the thing I wrote down, or I remember writing down, was, fuck, this is a good tape. It has some Bad Brains sounds, it has a Motley Crue soloing going on. It kind of reminds me a bit of Val in the synths and in the guitar work, but the guitar sound on this one is more metallic, crazy metallic guitar sounds. So yeah, this is one of the MVPs together with the Tormentor from this lineup. Here are the guys. Jesper, I think his name is, with maybe his brother. I can't follow which project is what anymore with the Korpsand guys. Then one he threw in because it took a while to get here. I had some trepidations ordering, because when I contacted him on Instagram, he replied by sending me nudes in the shower or something like that. I don't know, it was weird. I can't find him anymore. The account was deleted or whatever. So I was worried about ordering them, but then Jason, Analog Diabolica, got his tapes, and so I went for it. Like I said, it took a while, but he threw in this Rattenkönig tape that I already have on vinyl, but it's cool to have nonetheless. It's kind of expensive on Discogs, which is weird because it's just a homemade tape. Then some loose tapes. The first one is Aspergillium with Demo 5. This is the self-released, straight out of Mexico version. I played it a bit because the sound should have, or is better, he said, the guy himself from Aspergillium, than is it Lampshade or Slave Chandelier, I'm not sure. But the first time I played it, the tape broke, so I mended it, but I'm kind of hesitant to put it in the Walkman, so I have to listen on the deck to see if it still works. I don't know if it sounds better. Then, Ungrun and Nusquama, I talked about these a bit in the Roadburn video, because this was a gift from Richard Tartarus. This was one I picked up. They played these songs, or this set, at the last day of Roadburn this year, Horizon Unnamed. Great tape, combination of some bands where Turia is the most important in my opinion. This is on Haresis Noviomagiensis, or Noviomagi. Nice Rezo card. It is black metal, but it is a lot more. There are some post-rock lines going through it. The stupid thing to say is rock and guitar over some blast beats, and it always goes back to black metal. The MVP is the vocals of the singer. She's a powerhouse that, is constant throughout this thing. Then Ungrun on Tartarus Records, a Dutch band. Comes in a beautiful case with the lyrics and a logo and some info. Reminded me of some Deadspell Omega, old Deadspell Omega, a bit Rules of Beverage maybe, with some chanting gang vocals in the back. It is in Olden Dutch or some weird language, I'm not sure. I looked into it, but it's weird. Ungrun with It Hille Brandoffer. So that's kind of Dutch, but I don't even know what it means and I speak the language, so yeah. Is there anything else? Yeah, the sound on this one, like I said, Deadspell Omega, Ruins of Barris, tight drumming. It's just a very good tape, very big vocal. Like snarling, reaching around vocals, big sound, so yeah, it is a very cool tape. Then, a tape package, and I think we're almost through, that went over the Pacific Ocean 2 times from Tour de Garde. Châtiment is out on CD right now, so if you want to pick that up, great fucking record. Tour de Garde. He sent me 2 tapes. One was the Eierker, I'm not sure with that Roman numeral. And the other one, and that was the one I did the order, was the Ifernach. So these 2. They got sent it over. The price on the package was 111 Canadian dollars, so customs got a hold of it. I just say send it back, and he just shipped them back right away, the guy from Turliga. So, guy, thank you very much. I didn't think I was going to see these, but I'm really glad they finally came to. The Aerker, the first one is another Korpsand project. You could call it Dungeon Synth, but it is a lot more. When the tape started, that is just a black tape. When it started, I was kind of, yeah, I was like, ah, shit, another Dungeon Synth project, because believe it or not, I'm kind of had enough. It's more dungeon battle synth, like the Barcher Chandeliers, Napoleon Black Metal, this kind of battle synthy, I don't know. The first track on this thing has to be a cover. I mean, I can't place it, I don't know, I have to listen to it a few more times, but it has to be a cover. There is no doubt in my mind. It has more influences than just Dungeon Synth. It goes into classical music. There are, yeah, it's sometimes in some places it has an 80s vibe, so it's a really cool tape, and yeah, a bit more than, but if you're into Dungeon and you want something more, check this out. Then, if you are into distorted, crackling guitars, staticky guitars, folk, acoustics, interwoven with some really good black metal, synths, bells, whatever you want to call it, this is your guy, Infernach. This is a re-release from the CD version, I think, earlier this year. Yeah, he has these croaking vocals. The entire thing gives off a medieval vibe, and this is, again, an MVP of this lineup. I'm not sure if it's still available, but limited to 100. This was 94, and this was released for a gig they did with, was it Cross and XXI? I'm not sure. White tape, but yeah, very, very good tape. Check it out if you're to pick up the CD, if there's no more tape. And then the last thing is a package I got from actually a friend of mine who does some zines, Zwart, aka Loloman. He had a exhibition or a sale, whatever you want to call it. This one was in there, but this one came from Dan, my Mr. Min pin that I ordered about a year ago together with him is finally here. This is then from Wacht. He does these gold animal pins, and I'll link his stuff in the description. I think this one is still available. The wolf and the bear sadly are not. This was from the other guy, and Wacht is also one of the boys in Kitchen Knife. This is Kitchen Knife's booklet or zine that has something to do with playing with a toll. The most beautiful image he ever created, Wacht. And then what I was going for was the Loloman zine, which is this one. And it is a booklet, I think the second release. It comes with these stickers. And then the Blauwe Hero with the police logo, which is great. It is a zine that talks about the, yeah, it talks about aesthetic in Bosnian. It says the veils of darkness are covering my rotten corpse by Loloman. If you know him, I knew he was into black metal. I didn't know he was that much into black metal. So it's all in Dutch, which is a shame for you guys, but good for me. But yeah, he talks about the Bosnian black metal scene in this. And he gave me this because there are not a lot of good things or better things than this. There's looking in the eyes of your daughter in the morning, there's opening a pizza box with fresh pizza, and then there's a label that sends 2 tapes instead of 1, and this is that case. He got 2 of the Leviathan hostes. I didn't know it. Kind of reminds me of that early M-rap. There's some big business I heard in there. Brain bombs is what was the descriptor of the thing, or how he described it to me. I hear some old wounds. I hear some McCloskey in here. Repetition of riff, but always the same. It is not slow, it is just glacial in, like sun is glacial, but then rained in, and just, yeah, just all the other bands that I described. The artwork is not that much, but this is a seriously good tape. It's just this J-card and a gold tape. Leviathan hostes. Never heard of it in my life, but it's quickly becoming one of my favorites, and definitely a favorite in this bunch. That was it, guys. Yeah, another tape delay in the books. Thank you for waiting, and thank you for the kind words about these videos. Support all the labels like Convictus, what else to the guy? Support Lolleman if you're into Dutch, or just do it for this sticker. I don't know, man. Love it. This is him. Yeah, support Hammerheart, support labels. Just, I don't know, buy shit. Listen to shit. Listen to shit. Thank you very much, and I'll see you, I think, in another collection update. Bye.